there's one trophy. It's not a first place trophy, but next best thing, huh? Runner up. What a hell of a weekend, you guys. That was crazy. It's crazy, crazy. First off, I just want to thank you guys all who watched the videos, who shared them, who liked them, commented on them. Like I said, it helps the channel algorithm, helps the channel grow. So I've been busting my ass with this thing, all NFT, the old T-case and rear end eater. Yeah, that was a crazy weekend. As I was editing it, you know, I was just kind of reflecting on the last couple weekends. I mean, like I said, the car, we've had it. This is going on the second season, and it's a battle. It's a freaking battle, man. Going from a 500 horsepower kind of a street car, which those things, you know, besides the transmission, those things you can keep together with stock 4 bolts, drivetrains, axles. The only bad, you know, the weak link are the transmission, third gears on the stock cars. But man, if you throw a dog box in a 500 horsepower car, that thing would be a solid ripper and you'd never have issues. But once you step up and double that horsepower, it becomes a challenge. That's for sure. And I'm finding out firsthand, but I'm loving every minute of it. There's times to where, yeah, this thing's kicking me, but we're kicking right back. You guys see the extent that I go to try to keep this thing together at the track, to keep it racing, you know, to keep going on round and round. And this last weekend it finally paid off. It paid off ish. You know, hey, I'm completely happy with it. We had a PB last weekend, we got runner up, and also, actually I just found out the other day, I was kind of looking at the list, I think we are officially the fastest, not quickest, but the fastest DSM in Colorado with that 161 trap. I think the second fastest one was like a 154 or 156, but with 161 that makes us the fastest DSM in Colorado, and here soon we will be the quickest. I guarantee you guys that we will be the quickest. So after last week's little fiasco with the transfer cases and all that type of stuff, got a game plan together, talked to Jake, talked to Tim, and figured out what I need to do. So first off, the big issue we were having was this damn slipper valve that's over there that we haven't really got to utilize. So, and because we got that installed, but I think the biggest issue we're having is what's behind the transmission, and that's the damn clutch. So the thing is an old school XD triple disc, and I just think, well, I don't think, but man, trying to drive this car, maybe someone else might be able to do it better than me, but I got a decent amount of seat time in this thing, and it's just trying to slip a triple disc, it's damn near impossible. That thing's like an on-off valve, on-off switch. There's like, the window of slippage is like crazy. It's like either you can slip it and ride it out on the 60 foots or crap, or you try to slip it and be more aggressive, then it just bogs. So talked to Tim, got a game plan. He Tim Zimmer over at TMZ, guy's been in the game for a long time. If you guys don't know about him, or if you guys need transmission stuff or questions and all that, hit up Tim. The guy, he's a badass. So got a game plan with him, and that's what we have sitting right in front of us is part of the game plan. So we made the decision to switch up to going with the Quartermaster 8 leg, but it is a twin disc now, as you guys can see in there. There's only 2 discs. So we made a modification to the pressure plate to kind of give it some stiffer, a stiffer pressure plate just to hold the torque that the car makes. And the discs are naturally thicker on a twin disc than they are on a triple disc. Well, because, you know, you're trying to squeeze only 2 discs into the same space of 3 discs. So we're hoping, freaking fingers crossed, man, I'm hoping so bad that we get this clutch in there. That kind of fixed the whole issue that we're having with the slipper valve, and we can get this thing to do some nasty 1-2 60 foots. There's an all-drive Integra up there, Carlos, aka Blood, and that dude, he cut a dirty like a 125 60 foot. He ended up going like an 850, I'm pretty sure, at like the 161 mile per hour we had. So the car's got the top speed. It's got the mile per hour. So if we would have a good 60 foot, we'd be in the mid 8s right now, you guys. And I don't even have the car turned up all the way. On that 161 pass, I think in 4th gear, we may have hit like 55 PSI boost, which I know to some of you guys are like, holy crap, that's like turned up all the way or blowing other people's stuff up. But with this next gen 76 85 turbo, I don't know about up here at altitude, but I think may make 70 pounds of boost. Will the head gasket hold it? I hope so. I mean, that's my only fear, this turning up the car. The engine has been solid, knock on wood. Haven't had no issues with the engine. After we got the whole head gasket, brand new head and stuff sorted from last year. If you guys watched last year's videos, that was all last year's battle, was the engine, keeping head gasket and stuff in the car. It kept us out of a bunch of races, which sucked. But the engine's been stout this year, man. It's been running great. We've just been having driveline issues. So we got the transmission fixed, all new dog box parts, which that's going to be part of doing the maintenance and getting this car ready for a street car takeover and the next PSEA races. Is I'll have the transmission out to swap the clutch. I'm going to pull the training apart, check out the dogs, since we kind of had a little bit of issues getting the strain settings and stuff dialed back in when we put the dog box back in, and some shift linkages. As you guys saw, there's one clip to where like I had to adjust it. So but the tranny was feeling great on the passes that we were making. But I'm just going to take it apart, check out the dogs, make sure they're good. If any of them look kind of skeptical, I'll send them off to Nate and have him kind of recut them. I have a brand new second gear here, and so we would just need to check out third and fourth. So, which I'm pretty sure third and fourth are going to be pretty good, because like I said, second gear was the one that we kind of ground a little bit on one of those passes. So, but that's going to be part of the maintenance, is getting the dog box out, checking it out, getting it, make sure it's good to go when we put this clutch in, dog box back in, and that'll be ready to rock. Right now the transfer case is out at Liberty Gears getting fixed. So Jake filled me in on that. Shout out to him again, man. That guy, if you guys are into DSMs and you guys if you've been into him for a while, you guys should know of Jake Montgomery, aka Evil Eagle. The dude, I can't thank him enough for the continued support, answering all the questions and stuff that I have, giving me pointers, recommendations. It's great having him just Facebook message away, man. He lives up in Idaho. Hopefully maybe one day we'll get to meet in person, but for now it's just communicating over Facebook. And like I said, I can't thank him enough. So anytime I have little issues that I've never really ran into, you know, I've been messing with DSMs for years, but nothing of this extent, nothing of this caliber race wise. I mean, once you step it up to this, there's things that, you know, you really just don't know until you go through them. And that guy's been going through them for years. You know, he's got a consistently mid to high 7-second DSM, and everything that I'm doing, he's done already. So anyways, he recommended, or he knows, or in the past when he's had T-case issues, you can do the upgraded 300M output shaft, which, you know, I talked about in the last video, and we stripped the gears on it. But luckily Liberty, you can send in your jacked up shaft with the jacked up gear. They can cut that gear off, and then you can just send them in a stock shaft with the stock gear, because that's all it is a stock gear, and they could swap it and put a gear on the other 300M output shaft. So that's the T-case parts are over at them. They're getting that done. Hopefully we'll have that back in a week. And the car, I'll probably have it to the point to where, depending on how the dogs look in the transmission, if we got to send those off, but the car will probably be waiting for the transfer case to get back from Liberty. I also ordered the Frontline Fab transfer case brace. I'll put a little picture here because I don't have it in hand right now. It should be here in the next couple days, but by the time I get this video out, I'll sure they have it. But it's a beautiful piece. That's kind of like one of the big downfalls for the stock T cases. You stop putting that much like torque and kind of like contortion on the case, they start flexing. And then obviously the flex causes the bearings and the gears to kind of separate a little bit and kind of go out of clearance there, and then just shit goes bad. Shit goes downhill. Cases crack, gears are shaved. So that brace like bolts the whole side, keeps it all together. So that's the route we're going to go right now. And if we continue to have transfer case issues, well, Magnus makes a full billet set of gears that pricey as hell. We getting about those things about another $2 grand. So damn, man, we gotta start getting some money rolling in for this car, otherwise this thing's gonna be up on jack stands while I'm waiting to get some more money. It's about tapping me out. But anyways, that'll be the next step, is upgrading to those billet transfer case gears. And then but hopefully we don't have to go down that route. Hopefully we get this 300M. That transfer case probably had, I don't know, over 100 passes on it easily, I bet. Even without the brace, it held up pretty damn good. So I'm hoping with the new Frontline brace, it's good to go, and you can get us into the 1.2s, get us that mid. Hopefully we can turn it up a little bit more, get the car dialed in, get the strain settings dialed in. Hopefully we can get a low 8-second pass out of this car, man. This thing's set up to where at sea level it should run 7s. Getting it to run 7s is the other big deal. So that's the game plan. That's us going forward. So our next race that we want to race in is the stick shift class at Street Car Takeover. The next PSCA race is until the end of August, but I gotta get my fix in. So that's the game plan. Got you guys filled in. Got the new clutch here, new twin disc. So fingers crossed. Hopefully that's the fix all to the slipper issue, and we can get this thing to launch like it should. And hopefully the slipping it is obviously easier on the drivetrain, and we're not destroying freaking rear ends and transfer cases and all that type of stuff. And I just can't wait until we get a freaking like a low 1.2 60 foot, mid 1.2 60 foot. Just get that 8-second pass. It's coming. It's close. It's coming. We're getting it there, you guys. We're getting there. We're inching closer. 9.3s, 9.1s. I said the mile per hour is there. We just gotta get the short track down, and we will. So got the parts here and coming to get it fixed. So that's just a little update on the car, and get you guys filled in. So again, can't remember if I said it in the beginning of this video, but happy Father's Day. I'm out here in the garage working on the car and stuff on Father's Day. Kids are in the house still sleeping. They're already on their summer schedule, staying up late, sleeping in late. So started getting some stuff done on NFT, getting the garage cleaned up. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, and catch you guys on the next one.